virtues, all relationships, a mind that is pure, clear, deep and powerful, always positive and creative, an intellect, truth and love, wise and clear, full of understanding and acceptance, deep and powerful. Able to see past, present and future. God Himself has become my guide. He guides me.
Om Shanti and a very good morning from the Aberdeen.Hindu temple. Today is Sunday the 13th of September. We use this half hour for part meditation. So let's start thinking about the theme of today. I was reflecting actually on the pandemic and how the experience of many have been so varied. There have been those who have had a really hard time and where they have actually suffered from a mental health point of view, where they have suffered disaster in the family all around them, financial, physical, where access to healthcare has been difficult because of the restrictions, and therefore there's a lot of difficulties that are actually foreseen due to come from a health point of view for many who have not presented to healthcare in time. So it's been a really difficult time. And yet on the other side, there have been those who have actually enjoyed the time, which has been a time for rest, and it has been a time finding quietness and also for looking after the things that one doesn't have time for normally, to encourage and to deepen family ties, and just live in the smaller unit that the family is, and actually get to know each other much better. So the experience has been very, very spiritual perspective. I have the ability, each one has the ability to actually turn things around the way we want them to be. So a spiritual personality really finds solutions to difficulties. And the aim is to get to the point so I detach myself from the things that are happening around me in a loving way, in an engaged way, but yet not emotionally targeted and not emotionally burdened by the situation. And I then add solutions. So at the aim is really that at the end, whatever the challenges are, they are like a game, and the situations are like toys. And so if I'm what we call a master of myself, if I'm actually in control of my feelings and emotions, if I am actually at the rudder of my life, then these challenges become an opportunity. And so what we need is really a foundation that is going to allow me to be so strong and so powerful that I can actually deal with situations that are thrown at me in a relaxed way, in a harmonious way, and to keep my peace and my happiness inside me. And this is where meditation is actually crucial. It's a very important daily practice, just as much as, for example, eating regular meals or bathing every day or keeping your house in order is a really important practice, because that becomes the foundation on which I can actually experience peace and happiness, self-respect, safety, orderliness, cleanliness, what we call purity, is all very important to actually allow everything to run smoothly. So I prepare myself every day by giving myself time to go into that space that meditation offers, that space where there's peace and quietness and perhaps silence. The more I go into silence, the more I actually enter that space where I can listen and feel what is going on inside. Because the response should come from inside out, not that we are actually affected by what is happening outside and therefore react to situations. But my response to life at all times, in all situations, should come from inside, from the knowledge and understanding who I am, what my identity is, and what my influence is in this world, in this life. And this influence is not coming from an ego point of view, but this influence is coming from a point of peace, of harmony, of values, of qualities, and I express them, and I express them naturally. So the aim of meditation is really to get to know who I am, who is the one who's sitting in here, and then from there to actually express that through the eyes, through my words, through my actions, through my interactions with the world. So meditation helps us to find that way and helps us to be able to listen rather than to be thrown here or there by the events of life. And we understand that life at the moment is very unpredictable in a way. We're not quite sure where we're going. It's like being in a ship in a big, big sea where we don't know whether we're going to find an island where there's going to be water and fruits and shelter, or if we're going to be exposed to the big, big waves. But no matter what comes along, no matter what we are exposed to, the aim is to stay happy and stay content, and yet at the same time be alert and able to respond to situations and respond in an appropriate way. Challenges will come, but they are like a game. And the outcome of the game is not necessarily going to affect us because we have that security and we have that knowledge that we are eternal. As a soul, I'm eternal. I don't die. I incarnate in a body. And when I incarnate in a body, the body becomes alive. So I am the life force of this body. And so each one of us is. We are the life force of the body. When we leave this body, the body is a corpse. It is just matter. What happens is when the soul comes into the body, it gives it life, it gives it determination, it gives it harmony, happiness, experience of life, enjoyment of life. So I, the soul, I, the life force of this body, am responsible of how I feel. So while generally we all make sure that we eat, sleep, exercise and do all these things, I'm also responsible for knowing and for applying practices in my life and habits in my life that are going to allow me to remain happy, healthy, and wealthy. We know that in a healthy mind lives in a healthy body. A healthy body lives in a healthy environment, which is orderly and conducive to good health. So, and this all starts with meditation. I always advise perhaps to start the day with a period of meditation. And during this time, what happens is that we re-engage with the world around us in that peace and quiet, and refocus ourselves, having coming out of a time of sleep. And we start to determine how our day is going to go. What is it that we're going to achieve? What is it that we're going to do? How is it that we are going to change ourselves? Because life is a continuous change, continuous transformation. And this time of the pandemic has been actually a time where we will recognize ourselves and how we respond to situations. But we also have the opportunity to change and transform ourselves and to readjust the way we have been responding to situation to a new way, and to reaffirm our new personality in a way, our new sanskaras, our new self-determination and self-development. So let us try to do a few meditation exercises to take us to that point. And the point first that we're going to go to is the point of being a soul, a life force, a subtle energy that is in this body that cannot be weighed, cannot be caught, because it is not, you cannot enclose the soul by a physical box. You cannot put it in a box and lock it away. And neither can you weigh the soul. But the soul is something that we can perceive, whether it is a good soul or not so good soul, whether it is a caring soul, a humble soul, whatever it is. So first of all, find a way of sitting somewhere comfortably, because you should allow yourself to detach yourself from your body. Take a nice deep breath. And as you let go of all the tension you might experience. And as you take a breath in again, fill yourself with the freshness and power that this good air gives to yourself. Allow the cobwebs of sleep just to be blown away, and allow freshness and power and sweetness to come into you. And allow your thoughts to settle down. Thoughts will want to come into your mind and distract you in this direction or that direction, into things you might want to do or you haven't done. But just give yourself those 10-15 minutes of just absolute peace and quiet. Become focused. Take deep breaths and relax with each breath. And as you take breath in, allow yourself to be filled with light. That light of silence and tranquility. So first you become tranquil inside, peaceful, and then your aim is really to go into that silence. That silence that can be found within. Ensure your body is relaxed from the tips of your toes, relaxed up your legs, past your knees, your thighs, your pelvis. Your stomach, your chest, your heart is peaceful and content. It is clean and pure. The air that you breathe in is clean and pure. Your muscles are relaxed in the rest of the body. And you surrender, you let go of any thoughts, desires, or needs for the moment. And just take yourself into a place of peace and quiet. And that place of peace and quiet can be found in the soul. The soul that is seated in the center of the forehead, just in between your eyebrows. The windows of the soul are the eyes, and we know they never lie. They're the ones who express what is going on inside. You can trust them. Take your attention to the soul and see how the soul is just sparkling light. Absolute, peaceful, happy, pure, wise, joyful light. And like a lighthouse, you start shining that light all around you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you carry that peace within yourself. Now allow your attention to go beyond yourself, past this physical world, past the universe, past anything that is made of matter, into a world of sweetness and softness and lightness. A world that is beyond this physical world. And yet it's a place we can go in meditation. It is soft and light. And you can sit there and completely relax. There's nothing pulling. But there is absolute comfort, sweetness, happiness, and lightness. Now, I invite you to go even further beyond that world that I call the subtle world, into a world of golden red light, where all souls are in their point form, point of light, just sparkling in eternity. And where we can find our Supreme Father, the Supreme Teacher, Shiva, the Almighty, the Divine, connects with the Divine, with Baba, and feel how rays of light and love just fall onto you, and how these rays of light and love and happiness just wash away, like standing out under a fountain or in the rain, just washes away any worries, any tension, any frustration. And in this situation, you can hand over to the divine all your worries, all your difficulties, all the challenges. Knowing that when we are connected in yoga, the divine takes responsibility. Because in that moment, we are his messengers. And by being his messengers, he is responsible. Feel those rays of light and love washing over you. Feel how you yourself become light. Feel how the power increases in yourself. How nothing becomes too much. How all is part of one. The moment when we all do this together. The moment when we all take up the practice of giving ourselves time to nourish the soul each day in the mornings and in the evenings. That moment we will all become powerful. That moment the light will shine out of our eyes. The sweetness and love will be heard in our words. Our hands will be donors and bestowers, and only flowers will be donated. Flowers in a spiritual sense, like roses, the qualities of roses, so the qualities of royalty, beauty, radiance, fragrance, jasmine, humility, brilliance, simplicity, scent, sunflowers, the radiance of happiness and power and health, violets, the beautiful colors of happiness and spirituality. So think about a flower that is close to your heart and what it means for you. So when we awaken spiritually, we are like a bud that is ready to open up and provide beauty to everyone around us. And the flower itself is responsible for just opening up and being there to be seen, beauty to be imbibed, nothing else. And so when we are connected with the divine, There's nothing we have to do apart of creating that yogic link with the divine. The one who doesn't have a body of his own, but who is almighty. And at this time of the world is available to create a beautiful world that we are to see. The scenes of this world at the present time are only scenes. They're like puppets, like ants, nothing more. If a big elephant walks and squashes down an ant, nothing is noticed. Big elephant represents a Maharati, one who is beyond and royal warrior, one who rides an elephant. So the scenes of this world are nothing but little ants. They are here, they come, they go, and they will disappear. But for them to disappear, I, the Maharati, have to fill myself with power. And the only way I can fill myself with power is by filling myself with the energy of the divine. So let me sit again and become really peaceful inside. If there are thoughts, just let them pass like clouds. You can pick them up later. Allow your body to be relaxed and peaceful. Open yourself up like a flower to the divine, like the flower opens up to the sun. And take the energy of the sun. Take the energy of the moon. Allow any thirst to be quenched by the loving rays of the divine. And provide the beauty that you, the beautiful flower, can give. And as you become beautiful, others will become beautiful as well. You create an atmosphere. Atma, the soul, and the sphere, the surrounding. So by becoming aware of who you are in meditation, by connecting with the divine, you create an atmosphere of beauty and sweetness, of love and power that is divine and that brings hope and security to everyone. Om Shanti. So I will pass on now to a meditation that is pre-recorded. And then we finish. Om Shanti.
There is an external world and an internal world. We let all the things of the old world inside. If we listen to everything and let it in, things of violence and hatred go inside. God is teaching us to create an internal world of peace, happiness, and spiritual wealth. So be free, free of stress and distress, of anger. God tells us how to be free, yet the practice of looking at others is so deep. Someone does something wrong, we keep remembering them. Let go. Make yourself complete inside. Others will see you, feel you are complete, then they become inspired to be the same. Let go of anger, for the one with whom you got angry will not forget. Trying to prove you are right is a sign of your own anger, a sign of ego. Whatever anyone says to you, remain sweet, quiet. This is the proof of your character. If someone's heart is heavy, they cannot listen to what you say. You need to lighten their heart. Give happiness. To give happiness, you need a big heart. Make your consciousness spiritual, and you will automatically give happiness. Keep the vision that all are God's children, with the qualities of love and respect. It is easy to create unity. Everyone has some weakness, but when the intellect starts noticing weaknesses, mistakes, it becomes difficult to look at specialties. To unite hearts is very difficult. It's easy to break a heart, to create conflict, but there is greatness in creating unity, to live in unity. There should be generosity of heart, cleanliness of heart, truth. When talking, look at each other with a vision of soul consciousness. This is the seed of unity. Sow the seed of unity whenever there is disunity. Disunity creates sorrow and suffering, confusion and heaviness. Look at each other with soul consciousness and share with great love and respect. Then whatever is spoken will be accepted with great love. With the virtue of maturity, others will trust you, will be open with you. We need the power to understand each other. This creates unity. Then we never lose hope. Let the river of good wishes flow for everyone. Never stop communicating through good wishes. Automatically that soul will feel the love. If there is love, there is definitely unity. We have to remain tied in the thread of love.
Om Shanti. So have a lovely day and take that peace, that love, that unity into the world. Om Shanti.